English 4-0 winners over Kosovo. There you see the match stats. Goals coming from Harry Winks, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, and Mason Mount. Craig, what do you think of the English performance in this one?
Well, if you go away from home and get a victory, having already qualified, then you can't criticise it. It wasn't a great game, particularly first half. But I understand that because, as I say, they'd already qualified. He made some changes, Gareth Southgate. But, you know, they got 4 goals in the second half. They'll be super competitive at the Euros, barring injuries. They have some positions that I think are going to be up for grabs and that Southgate has got some thinking to do. And then there are others that are cemented, like Raheem Sterling, after the week he had. Doesn't really matter about that. Sterling, Kane, Maguire, people like that are sort of cemented into the team. And then others out there, there's going to be positions that are up for grabs. You know, like Tyrone Mings, I suppose a partner for Harry Maguire is certainly something that's up for grabs. You know, you suppose the full-back positions, maybe Chilwell's potentially going to nail that down. And then, you know, I don't think Winks is certainly going to be a regular, because he can't be a regular for Tottenham. I think he's probably going to be coming off the bench. One of the interesting things is, and it's good news for Liverpool and Gareth Southgate, is the re-emergence and the fitness again of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's a big boost for club and country, because he gives them options. In several different positions. And Callum Hudson-Odoi didn't have his greatest game, but again, he's not playing regular for England. But they've got so many choices that they can pick from. What they have at the moment is a plethora of really good young attacking flair players, and they're all going to be jostling for position come the Euros. It's a very exciting time to be watching England if you're an English fan. But I do think that Achilles' heel is still potentially that centre-half position or that centre-half pairing. And I think if they get that wrong, that will cost them, I was going to say in France and Spain or wherever it is, I can't remember what it is, that will cost them at the Euros in the summer.
Yeah, they made the semi-finals at the World Cup. How far can they go at the European Championships?
Well, again, they're young, they're dynamic, they've got pace to burn in multiple positions. I think Craig makes the real valid point is if they can get the defensive side right, get the balance right between pushing a bunch of players forward, also, you know, stability at the back, then there's no reason why they can't at least get back to another semifinal, because I think they're going to outscore some teams. They have that much ability up front.
Jules, what did you make of the England performance today? The scoreline a little bit flattering?
Yes, I thought so as well. I agree with Craig. The first half wasn't great. It was much better in the second half. Maybe Kosovo as well didn't have the same sort of intensity or focus maybe after the break than before the break. I mean, I liked Marcus Rashford's entrance. I thought he brings so much to that team if he wants to, with the talent that he has. I think he's 9 goals in his last 10 games for club and country now, which is quite remarkable for someone who just turned 22. I think there's so many options going forward. You know, James Maddison, obviously, that we haven't seen too much of him yet. Mason Mount, who scored, and that would do a lot of good for him. Tammy Abraham scored his first goal in the first game a few days ago as well, plus Jadon Sancho, plus Callum Hudson-Odoi. All of that. It's an incredible, attacking lineup that Southgate has, plus Harry Kane, obviously, who I think become the first one in I don't know how many years to score in each a goal in each games of a qualifier tournament like this. So it's pretty impressive what they have going forward, and I agree with the boys. If they can sort out the defence and the defensive side of things, both in midfield and at the back, they will be really strong at the Euros.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.